Okay, y'all, I want all the millennials to be on tune today because we're going to cook for you. Because I know all us old timers, we know all about collards, but I think that sometimes the millennials aren't quite sure about these collard plants. Well, I got these collards, and I'm going to teach you today how to cut these up, how to cook them, and how to be healthy. Now, I don't know if you people know it, but collards are one of your most healthy vegetables that you can eat. It is so high in vitamin K and all the other nutrients. And it also, collards are, they are one of the anti-inflammatory vegetables. And they're just really rich. So what we do is, I've got 2 bunches of collards right here. And they are fresh, good collards. And here they are. This is how they come. I've got 2 bunches of them. Now, the reason I've got 2 bunches, they cook down a lot. So you'll want to make sure that you cut down, cook them down to nothing almost. But now listen, they are up there. Actually, what you need to know too is that they are cheaper than other vegetables that are on the same, I guess you'd say, category as a collard, like cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower and that kind of thing. Well, this is the most nutritious for sure, but for cost also. So what you want to do is take this part, and I always cut this little part right here off, okay? So I'm just gonna put it down here. Let's watch this, and I'm gonna just cut this part off, just like this. All right, so that gives me my little bunch of greens right here, and I cut that part off. See what I've done? I mean, there's a little bit left on there, but not enough to count. So then I've got this, and so there is a stem in a collard that is kind of tough. It's right here, and you can see that stem. So what I do is I just take the collard like that and just hold the stem and pull it, and it just pulls it right off of there like that. You've got that old stem out of there, and I'm gonna throw it in my sink. So let me do a few of these for you. And I also, sometimes I will cut the stem off, but I'm just gonna, it's easier just to pull it like that. See there? And it's quick and easy. Now you'll get to some in here that's not big. You can just cook those. That's a big one right there, a big old stem. I hope y'all voted today. I did. In our county, and we're voting in states today. It's election day, and they give us a little sticker that says I voted, and I showed them my driver's license. Even though the people that were at the voting booth knew me, I mean, I've been friends with them for a long time, they still made me show my driver's license, and I like that. I think it's great. But anyway, I showed them my driver's license, and I voted, so that's what I did, and I hope y'all do the same. You know, that's your voice. That is your voice, is to be able to vote in the elections and all. But anyway, going back to these collards, some of you have never cooked them. You just don't know about them. You've eaten them, but never cooked them. Well, they're just real easy to cook. Now, you can do it several ways. You can boil them. We'll cut this other little thing off right here. You can boil them or stir fry them. You can't eat them in a salad, I don't guess. Maybe some of you out there eat them in a salad. I don't know. I don't. But anyway, I'm going to stir fry them today. And the reason I do that, there's 2 reasons. One of them is quick and easy. And the other one is, the longer you boil a vegetable, the more nutrients you lose into the broth. Now, if you're going to drink the broth, well, that's probably all right. Now, with turnip greens, we people in the South, we do the turnip greens with some water in it. We boil those because we love pot liquor. Pot liquor is the juice that's in the boiler. But with collards, we don't do the pot liquor of collards. We surely don't. We do the pot liquor of rutabagas and turnip greens and mustard greens. But now in the fall time, everybody down south, they'll all be trying to eat collards because we love them. And you'll see pickup trucks on the side of the road where the farmers have come in, and you can go to the farmer's market, and they'll have some of the biggest, big old heads of collards you've ever seen. Just really nice ones. And we like them with, here's what we like to have with collards, or here's what I like to have with collards. I like to have candy yams, which is a sweet potato that we make it like candy yams, or sweet potato casserole, we make that too. Or we like pork with it. We like pork chops and pork roast with collards, or even just a good old fried chicken with collards is good. And sometimes we don't have anything for supper but collards, cornbread, and little green onions. So, and that's good too. It's real good. But I want you millennials for sure to know that you don't have to eat broccoli all the time. There's other greens besides broccoli. Even though I do love broccoli casserole and broccoli salad and all kind of stuff. All right, here we go. So let's go here to the sink, and here's what I do. I wash them till I don't feel any grit on them. So I'm gonna wash them. I'm gonna start washing them, and y'all just bear with me a little bit. I pick up each leaf, let the water run over it good, like that. Throw them in my bowl. I want to tell y'all this story. It's a funny story about me when I first married. Now, I could cook when we first married because my mama made me stay in the kitchen with her, whether I was cooking or not. I might be setting the table, I might be chopping up something, but she made me be in there. So I learned to cook at an early age. But when George and I married, we were so excited. We went to the grocery store for the first time together. We bought our little groceries, and we had a little apartment. It had a refrigerator. It probably didn't come to right here on me. It was like one of those little apartment refrigerators. And anyway, so we bought our little groceries, and I put them in the refrigerator, and our little refrigerator was just packed full of all kind of good little things to eat. I was so excited to be a wife and to be able to cook and be a homemaker. So the next day, while he was at work, I decided I was going to cook our little turnip greens. So I cooked them. All right, now y'all, I'm feeling in the bottom of this. I don't feel any grit at all, but I'm going to wash them one more time. Let me rinse the sink out. So anyway, I cooked the collards and fixed a nice little pan of cornbread with it. And we sat down to eat them. And they had so much grit and dirt all in it, you couldn't eat them. It was absolutely awful. Well, what happened was, I didn't even think about it, but I didn't wash them. I just cooked them just like they were. I learned my lesson the hard way. We had to throw that whole pot of turnip greens out. But we both laughed about it, and it was a good memory. You know, every mistake we make in life doesn't mean it's got to come out bad. We can laugh about it later, and we can laugh at our own self. You know, we don't have to always be in a tear about messing up. We just laugh at ourselves and know that we're human and we're going to mess up, aren't we? All right, I'm going to drain this water off. Okay. Now, let's get over here. We're going to fix to chop them up. Let's go to our chopping block. Y'all come on with me. We're going to chop some collards. Okay, so let me get my knife here. I'm going to just give it a whack or two on this little sharpener. It is hot today in Alabama. It was 92 a while ago, and the heat index is no telling what. I'm just trying to stay inside. I hadn't done any yard work today or anything like that. All right, so here's what I do. I just take a handful of collards. I roll them up like a jelly roll, like that, just a handful. And I just slice them like that. Can y'all see okay? I hope so. And once I get them done that way, I turn them the other way and cut them a time or two that way. All right, that's done. gonna move them to the side right there. Take me another little bit. See, this isn't hard. And you talking about good tonight. It's gonna be so good. My daughter called and she said, Mama, I'm cooking a big beef roast. How about coming over and eat with us? I said, all right. I've got some collards that I need to cook and that I bought the other day, so I need to cook them. I'm gonna bring those. She said, that sounds good. So I don't know what else we'll have, but I know we'll have a collard and beef roast tonight. And it'll be good because my daughter's a good cook. She's a real good cook. But anyway, she's gotta be. She's got a big family to feed. And they're always hungry. Somebody's always wanting something to eat. Got that done. So, let's talk a little bit. What have y'all done today? Have you gotten one thing done that you had on your do list? Or nothing done? Have you read your Bible a little bit? I have not today yet, but I plan to. But I have not. Gotcha. I cooked for some people this morning, and so I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it this morning. Doesn't matter when you do it, just as long as you do it. But, all right, one more little chopping. We ought to be done with this thing. All right, here we go. Just chopping it up. I got so many comments on fat back. I ate every piece that I cooked. I'm gonna put some of that, you know, I told you could put the grease that came out of the fat back on your vegetables. Well, we're gonna put some today, and I'm gonna tell you about that. Because some of you might not want to put fat back, and that's fine if you don't want to. You can put olive oil. I've done that before in it, and that tastes good in it. I don't want any water in there that I can help. All right, let's put our collards back in here. We're gonna go over to the stoves now. Got us assembly line going, haven't we? Okay. Let me put these over here. And let's bring you over here with the collards. Y'all come on. Come go with me. All right, let's get you set up right here. We're gonna get this thing done. All right, I think you can see pretty good. This is a different pot I have. The one that I cleaned the other day for y'all. It's really turning good and black. I've got it in here if you want to go see it with me. Come on, we'll let it go in here and see it. It's right here. See? It's getting blacker and blacker. But I've got oil in it because I've been cooking in it, so I didn't want to have to wash it. So I thought, well, I'll just get a different black pot, and we'll cook our collards in it. So we got a different one today. All right, so what I'm going to do is turn this on high. And I've just got an empty black pot. And I've got some, this is bacon grease and a little bit of fatback grease. I just mixed them together. Now, you know that when we cooked the fatback the other day, we talked about how salty that the fatback is. So I'm not going to really salt my collards until they kind of halfway get done. And then I'm going to get some out and taste it because I don't want to oversalt them. You know, if you oversalt something, well, it's ruined then. So I'm just going to put a little of this in the bottom. All right, that ought to be a plenty. Now I'm going to put my collards in. Okay, we had a phone call. I needed to talk with them a minute. So anyway, we're going to put our collards in here. Can you hear them? Listen, they're frying. I don't have any water in it, but there's a little bit of water on the collards. Okay, let me get me a couple of spoons. All right, now I'm going to turn it down. And I'm going to start kind of flipping them because I don't want them to stay on the bottom because the ones on the very bottom might burn. So I'm going to take my hand and my spoon and I'm going to go down in it like this, and I'm going to kind of flip it over like that. Flip it over again. Ooh, they're already smelling good, y'all. Now, some people don't like to smell collards. I love to smell them. It'll have my as they say, it'll have my house stinking up a day or two. All right, I'm gonna leave it on like that, and I'm gonna put a top on it, and that's gonna help them to kind of steam as they're cooking. And when you cook them this way, you're not gonna lose any of the nutrients because I'm gonna cook them fast. It'll probably take me maybe 15, 20 minutes, something like that, but I'm gonna kind of be close by. I've got them on number 5 right now, and I'm gonna be kind of close by. But anyway, a lot of studies have been done on collards. So I want everybody to know that they are very, very healthy. They're just wonderful in fiber. They lower cholesterol. They do a lot of good things for your body. Now, if you take a blood thinner, they say, I don't know if this is true, I don't know. But my mother couldn't eat many collards because it had so much vitamin K in it. And so she couldn't eat as many. She could eat a small serving maybe once a week, but she couldn't eat as many as I could. But anyway, but I don't know about all that medical stuff. I just know that they're good for you. All right, I'm gonna turn them again. See how they're already steaming down? You don't have to boil collards if you don't want to. But I'd like to know how y'all cook collards, or if you've never eaten collards, or whatever. I'd like to know that. And I want to say this too. I just love to read y'all's comments. And I know you think that, hey, she didn't even read them. Well, yes, I do. I try to read every one of them, but it is literally impossible. But here's the good thing that I've noticed. Even when I can't comment on it, you people are talking to each other. And that's good, because this is just a community of cookers and people wanting to cook. So, and people who like to eat. So when I don't get to comment, but somebody else comments on something you commented on, well, y'all are learning from one another. And so that's how friends do. We help each other. And y'all have sent me some comments, and I'm learning too. Y'all have sent some great comments. And I've learned a lot from just reading your comments and how life was for you when you were little, and how your mother cooked or your grandmother. And I just think it's great. And so y'all keep commenting, and I wish you would do this too. A lot of you are sharing these videos with people that are kind of homebound or they can't get out. And I think that they're enjoying watching us talk together and cook together. So y'all keep sharing and with your friends, and keep sharing with me too, because I love to read what you say, and so do my children. They like to read it too. So I love y'all. I'm gonna be back with you in just a few minutes when this kind of cooks down, because I want you to see the end product, but I don't want you to have to stand here for 15 minutes with me, okay? I'll be back just a little bit. Okay, y'all, I've been cooking for about 10 minutes. I want you to get to see, and what I want you to see on this, wait just a minute, what I want you to see on this is this. Look how they cook down. You know, those collards were all the way to the top of the skillet. And look at that. So when you're cooking these things, if you think that, well, when you're buying them and you think, oh, we would never eat all that. Well, what you need to know is that they're going to cook down. I added a sprinkle of salt because I did taste them. And I added a little bit more of my bacon grease to it. I did that. So I added it to it. Anyway, I'm messing up this old camera. All right, do you see it now? All right, so I'm going to get a little bowl, and I'm going to taste just a little bit just to see if it's got enough oil, and see if they're tender, and see if they've got enough salt. They've got enough of everything. They need to cook just a little bit more. They're still a little bit on the crunchy side, so I'm going to turn them down. And I'm going to cook them just maybe 5 or 6 more minutes, and they're going to be done. And I'm going to take them over to Hannah's tonight. We're going to eat them and have some good old collards. Listen, y'all have a great day. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. Rest good. Just lay down and rest good. You've had a long day and you deserve it. That's why we have nighttime. That's to rest. That's why it was made for us. Is to rest our bodies. And we got to do that too. And I will too. Talk to y'all later. Don't forget to vote. Bye-bye. Okay, y'all. The collards are finished. I want you to see them. Here they are. Look what a small bowl. I told you they would cook down. Look at that. But they're going to be good and nutritious tonight. Talk to you later.